watching today? We're watching SPY, obviously, for CPI data. You want that to come in at 5.2 or lower, and then that's probably going to be quite bullish for SPY. But I'm also trading PBLA today. So I already sold at 67. I can't believe I caught 67 like that. But I've been buying and selling PBLA. I had no idea that the company was going to allow the ticker to sell off and stay so quiet with so many irons in the fire. I had no idea. So I got in at like 141 originally. What a mistake that was. I had to sell as she's, I'm stopping the clock. As she's selling off, I'm stopping the clock. Got back in several times, but I did take a loss originally on PBLA. Okay, what a fucked up, situation to be in. Great company though. So what you got here is this ovarian cancer treatment. They're in phase 1. They're releasing news on the 18th, along with other phase trials that they're in. It's not just the ovarian cancer. There's several other. Big press release on the 18th. So guys, with PBLA, this very well could be buy the hype, sell the news. Just letting you know, I'm prepared for buy the hype, sell the news. This is the way the market is. Trading PBLA today is my main play. Okay, also in and out of these stupid fucking banks, still doing that. FRC, trading PBLA is my main play. PBLA. It's crypto, so I want to answer 2 questions. Yeah, a lot of shit going on in the fucking world, but I am loading crypto, and I'm loading it Dogecoin. You guys already know I'm big on Doge, and I'm loading it long in my crypto. I use crypto.com. I still have Lunk. What a mistake that was. Oh my god, dumbest shit ever. Never should have fucking bought Lunk. But so I'm loading Dogecoin, and I'm loading it not because I think this administration is going to bail this country out or dig us out of the ditch that they got us in. I'm buying it for the next presidency, for the next, whoever, I'm hoping Donald Trump, but whatever Republican snatches this country back, I'm holding for that. I already know there's no bailout coming from this administration. We're just fucked, okay? But it's kind of like you got to buy now. You want Dogecoin to be, back at 50, 60, 70 cents. You want it back? You got to wait for another president to hit this fucking country. And so buy now. So every time it taps 7 cents, I buy Dogecoin. 7 anything, I just keep buying Doge it when it taps the 7. And then I see it goes to 10, and I'm so tempted to fucking sell. But I'm like, oh, but what if it doesn't go back to the 7? And here I am at, So I'm not day trading or scalping Dogecoin. I'm just reloading Doge as if it was 2019 again, 2018. I'm just back to loading Dogecoin. My take on this Dylan fuck that tapes his dick between his legs and calls himself a woman, and Budweiser. First of all, I don't drink beer, so I don't give a shit. I don't have to look at that ugly mug every fucking day because I don't drink beer. I don't give a shit. But I look at this whole thing with this, when I was growing up, what the fuck was a train? It was just a guy or a girl. There was no in between when you were growing up. When I was growing up, none of that fucking shit. They want to shove it down your throat, and they want to come up with all these new terms and this he, she, his, whatever. I was in New Orleans when the big flood, that huge fucking flood hit. We were touring all around that area, and then we started touring New Orleans. This is with my Chippendales. After the devastation, there were still clubs in the surrounding area that wanted the Chippendales to come, so we were booking them. And we got to drive through New Orleans, guys. And let me tell you what you saw. I don't know if you guys have ever been to New Orleans, but they have what is called above ground caskets, coffins, because they're below sea level. So when the town floods, they don't want the bodies just floating to the surface and you're cruising down the road and there's a body floating right next to you. They didn't want that. So they did a lot of above ground burials. Like a lot of the cemeteries, the caskets are above ground in these cement tombs. It's pretty cool. It's pretty rad. Now, there were some that still made it underground. And this has to do with this Dylan fucktard. It was pretty weird to see these coffins and caskets everywhere. My point is this. 300 years from now, Dylan's going to be in a casket buried somewhere. Nobody's going to know what the fuck this guy said, thought, told you, tried to convince you of. if this were to happen again and the floods were to fucking happen and bodies are just floating everywhere, people are going to look and be like, oh, hey, can somebody go clean that guy up? Go clean that you see that skeleton, or that man's skeleton over there? Could we go clean that the fuck up? Okay, guys, think about shit like that. That puts things back into perspective. In 300 years, when nobody knows what the fuck any of us said, all they're going to have to go off of is your skeleton, is the biology, you know, how you were put on this fucking earth, how you were taken from this earth. If you were put on this earth as a fucking man, you're a fucking man. And your skeleton is going to dictate that. In 1,000 years, 400 years, whatever. I'm just using that as an example. It doesn't matter what comes out of your mouth, man. Nobody's going to remember that in 400 years. They're only going to have your bones to fucking use to tell who you were or who you weren't. And that's how I've always believed. And it just keeps popping in my head. New Orleans and the shit that I saw after that flood, with coffins everywhere. Coffins in the middle of the road, guys. Dead bodies in the middle of the road. Open caskets in the middle of the road. It was crazy. Crazy cleanup. That's my take on that bullshit, man. Say what you want while you're here. Ain't nobody gonna fucking remember that shit in 300 years. Guys, I'm off to the gym. I'm actually pulling in right now. I gotta train back. And, no, yeah. I hate to keep saying, now I have 2 fucked up shoulders. I had to drop out of my powerlifting meet. And, I'm training around this one until I have the surgery. But today we're doing back. I got a nice group training a bodybuilder for the Mr. Olympia Amateur. He's training with me today. I want to post some videos of this guy and let you all see him, man. Fucking amazing genetics, amazing physique. I'm prepping him for the Mr. Olympia Amateur Classic Physique. That's what I'm off to do. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys make some fucking money. Doge Warrior out, baby. Shaboom. Peace.